The Royal Rumble has come to a close, and we are on the road to WrestleMania. You are listening to our first of, hopefully, many shows over reviews for 2019. I'm the still reigning, defending Queen of the It Kicks, Lady Fortune. I'm joined by the Queen of Suplex City, TheMedievalMassacre.
What up?
And the Master of the RKO, Craven Gaming.
I'll take that one. Alright. I always look forward to the nicknames, because for those watching at home, like, the champion gets to decide the nicknames, essentially, for everybody for the recordings, and they don't tell us ahead of time. Like, I think when we first started doing it, we've asked each other, we're like, oh, you know, like, what would you prefer to be called? Like, here's what I'm thinking of calling you, which one would you prefer?
And then I kind of decided that, like, the champion should get something.
Yeah, and, you know, we live too far apart to physically have a belt for each other.
Also, you guys don't show face.
I'm not too scared to. It's just, you know, my allergy, right?
So for those of you who don't know, Craven Gaming has an allergy to shirts.
Yeah, if I'm home, I'm typically shirtless. You're welcome, ladies.
Which I'm sure none of my viewers would mind. It might actually get me a couple of extra clicks if I use it as a thumbnail.
Probably.
I mean, I'm sporting 2 tattoos as well, so
Hey.
more clickbait.
But I'm thinking at some point, like, we should probably get together and do, like, a live shows
definitely.
over and predictions for an event.
Yeah. Maybe for, like, the main 4, we could do this.
Maybe.
It would really depend on schedules more than anything.
We could go to SummerSlam.
Yeah. We just
Yep.
have to fork out the money for tickets.
And then we could do that. That'd be awesome. But we're not talking about SummerSlam. We're talking
No.
about the Royal Rumble.
Yes. So, I guess we start with the pre-show, work our way down, and try internally at some of this.
Yeah.
So the pre-show is pretty much just going to be me and Lady Fortune talking about this because Craven decided to skip it as it was an extra 2 fucking hours.
Yep, I didn't want to sit through 7 hours of wrestling, I'm sorry.
And yet you missed out on some parts.
I saw the highlights.
Fortune, do you want to talk about this dice roll of a fucking match?
Oh, you mean I came home a little bit late into the pre-show, and all of a sudden, Medieval Massacre messaged me, says, "Oh, there's a match." I'm like, "Wait, what?"
I'm like, hey, we didn't book this match. You want to book this match because the pre-show counts?
Also, quick note for people keeping track at home. The finishing score, including this upcoming match, is 4 to 5 to 8. I assume 8. I know 2 of us voted for the same thing. I don't know if...
I did not.
Okay.
457.
4, 5, 7.
Yeah, and you guys can see on my screen that the current champion is still Lady Fortune. She did the intro.
Yep.
She has been holding this championship down.
I got the 5, by the way.
Yeah, we'll get to this shit in a second.
Go fuckery. Anyways, go ahead, guys. I'll sit here and look pretty.
We really need to put a TV put as a thumbnail.
So you want to take this, or you want me to take this?
I think you should take this because I did not know how exactly this match started. So.
Yeah, because there's big intricacies in this match. The Raw Tag Team Champions, Bobby Roode and Chad Gable, wanted to have a paycheck. So, they decided to go up against Razor from the AOP and Scott Dawson from the Revival. And if Scott Dawson and Razor win, their respective teams both get a Raw Tag Team Championship shot. They did not. So what the fuck was the point of this match?
Filler.
Filler / oh, we forgot about the Raw Tag Team Champions while we have the SmackDown Tag Team Champions.
Shane McMahon made it to the main card, but Bobby Roode was on the fucking pre-show.
Oh boy, you just said the match, so I just remembered to fucking point out.
Uh-oh.
Oh, sweet titty fucking Christ. I'm gonna go to my Twitter, see if I said anything.
And for those of you wondering why I didn't tweet, is because I watched it 2 days ago from this recording, which is not on the Sunday.
Oh yeah, so the biggest part of this match was the fact that the crowd was dead.
It wasn't that the crowd was dead, it's more like the crowd was not sitting down yet.
No, there was quite a bit of people there. But, like, if you looked in the background, they were sitting in their seats, looking forward, like, robotic.
So what you're saying is that this match needs to be on the main card so people actually had a piss break.
Pretty much, yes. They, like, I almost see this match going, the Raw Tag Team Champions, Bobby Roode and Chad Gable. Oh, neat. Versus Razor and Scott Dawson.
That was actually my reaction, too. I'm like, wait, as in, like, what? Hold on, what?
Oh, I see that's what's going on here. Basically, Scott Dawson, like, inadvertently ends up hitting Razor out of the ring. Bobby Roode and Chad Gable do, admittedly, their really cool finishing move, which is like a neck breaker moonsault combo. It actually looks pretty cool. The problem is, these two are not a tag team. Like, I understand they're a tag team, technically.
But they're not.
I understand that they're champions. But
they're not.
Yeah, they have no reason to be together. Chad Gable has no reason to be wearing the fucking robes and coming out to Glorious. No one cares about any of this shit. We all know that fucking the Revival are going to jump ship to All Elite Wrestling as soon as they have the ability. This sucked. Luckily, it's like the only match on here that sucked, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah. This was a nothing match. Next.
Would you like me to introduce this?
Yeah, you could take this one.
For the United States Championship, we had the defending...
Oh god, you're roboing out.
Rusev. Oh. I'll just keep on talking until it gets better.
Yeah, you're good.
You're better.
Cool. We had the defending Rusev against Shinsuke Nakamura, and again, it was on the pre-show. I never saw it, but I know who won, and I know how, and it was so hilariously stupid.
So who wants to start this rant? You or I, Massacre?
So, okay.
Can I just say one thing?
Sure.
They're burying this fucking belt.
We know.
This belt buries whoever it's attached to.
Yep.
The quickest way to become the most forgotten fucking thing on the roster is to become the United States champion.
I think the last person who held it and, like, somewhat, like, knowable still, well, have enough.
What?
I heard what he said. He said Kevin Owens. John Cena.
I thought it was The Miz.
No, The Miz hasn't held the U.S. Championship in a while.
Okay, so that was Intercontinental that was picking up then.
Yeah. Yeah, John Cena. Dean Ambrose's run with the U.S. Championship wasn't terrible.
But, yeah, I would say Owens is the most memorable.
So we'll start off by talking about the actual, like, match in the Rumble itself. It was actually a fairly good match. Like, Rusev and Shinsuke are obviously great wrestlers. They carried on a pretty great match. Up until Shinsuke starts to take off the turnbuckle cover, to which Lana gets on top of the apron and takes her shoe off for no reason. And
well, other than to try to get the attention on her.
But, like, you could do that just by jumping on the apron. Like, fuck off with the shoe thing. And then she starts yelling, like, really comedically, like, almost cartoonishly, he's cheating! You need to look at him, because he's cheating!
Mm-hmm.
And then Rusev, like, accidentally knocks into Lana, which she falls very gingerly off the apron and, like, shatters her ankle in, like, 8 different places.
Yep.
And then Shinsuke fucking knees him in the back of the head, and it looks really good, and wins the match.
And this was Rusev's first title defense, too. After winning the US title from Shinsuke.
Maybe this is possibly leading to them hot-shotting the title back and forth. Leading to a great match for both... Lady Fortune, tell them what fucking happened on Raw.
Oh, you mean SmackDown?
Or SmackDown.
Yeah. Because of events that happened at the end of the night, on SmackDown, the always faithful jokerish R-Truth was like, oh, I did not get to be the Royal Rumble. I need a reward for game... Yeah, spoilers. I need a reward for being beaten up by blank. So he gets a title defense. He gets a title match against Shinsuke Nakamura. Okay, so we're thinking, okay, Nakamura has this. All of a sudden, roll up. R-Truth is the new US champion. What the fuck?
Then Rusev comes out, and he's like, that's bullshit, and we're like, yeah, dude, we know.
That looks so botched.
And he's like, I'm going to fight you now, R-Truth, for the championship. And R-Truth is like, sure, dog, I barely broke a sweat. And then he rolls up Rusev and beats him. R-Truth beat Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev in one night.
Back to back.
To which this causes Rusev to all of a sudden decide to go back to heel.
Yeah, he's now apparently friends with Shinsuke Nakamura, the guy who was assaulting his wife. They're just cool now, they're mates.
Good times, right?
And they're like, man, I mean, you attacked my wife, the love of my life, the apple of my eye.
Just last week.
But...
or 2 weeks ago.
But this silly fucker has my belt. So, I mean, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? Again, this match was great. If it led to Shinsuke actually having a decent title run, it would have been even more awesome. But in hindsight, this sucked.
Yep.
It only sucked in hindsight. Like I said, watch the match for what it is, and it's a great match.
Just don't like it if you probably prefer not to avoid the aftermath of it.
And now we appear on the card proper, Craven.
Missed one. We're not on the card yet.
It doesn't say that this is a kickoff match. Was it still a kickoff match?
It was still a kickoff match.
Well, fuck my life. We're still on the kickoff, Craven.
I'm taking this.
Oh, you did. Craven did introduce the Shinsuke Nakamura match.
That's how forgettable I am.
And Lady Fortune, go for it.
So the final match of the pre-show is the Fatal 4-Way match for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. We have the defending champion Buddy Murphy versus Akira Tozawa, Hideo Itami, and Kalisto. How can Medieval Massacre forget about this match? This was the ace of the pre-show.
This was fantastic.
So, I'm just going to state, I love how the pre-show is 2 hours long, but the three matches don't even total half an hour.
Yeah. That was because he did mostly talking.
No shit.
But my god, this match, what are we even talking? There's so many good spots.
We talk about the fact that you were wrong, and this is where Lady Fortune and I started getting ahead of you.
Yep.
You started getting mad at me?
Ahead of you.
Oh, ahead of
we
me.
were pretty much tied at this point because of the extra point.
Oh, yeah, yes. This is where I thought it would be Hideo Itami, and he had a really great showing, but he did not win.
Smartest.
And he is now gone from WWE.
He was the smart one of this match, I would say.
Oh god, yeah.
Because at the beginning, he basically flew out of the ring and let the other three decide to beat each other up.
I love it when a heel does that in a multi-man match. Because, yeah, that's the smartest idea. Let them all get fucking tired. And if they come chasing after you, then, shit, you tried.
But they didn't. They just beat each other up.
My favorite, there was a spot on the outside that was like a Tower of Doom spot combined with like a suicide dive into a Hurricane Rana into the barricade. It was just, oh my god, it was so cool. It was so fucking cool. The 205 Live guys are fantastic. Akira Tozawa, despite the fact that he does a fucking pterodactyl mating call every time he does a move.
Maybe he wants to be the Pink Power Ranger. Who knows?
Apparently. Buddy Murphy is great. Reminds me of, a more well-honed Jamie Noble back in his day. He's a cruiserweight, but he can also do some power moves.
Mm-hmm.
Kalisto only botched once. So, I mean, that's progress for him. He does a great lucha thing.
I would say he's better than Sin Cara, who has been MIA since his last botch.
Yeah. Honestly, fantastic. Buddy Murphy wins with Murphy's Law.
Mm-hmm. On Itami.
On Itami. Which is fine. Pin the best guy there.
It's quite funny because I believe you, Massacre, was the one who brought up the fact that Triple H is the one who's taking care of 205 Live these days.
He is, yes.
So, which means he is making it like NXT.
Right.
To which I made a tweet after this match saying that why isn't the keys to Raw and SmackDown being handed over yet? Because that is what they need at this point. For the whole kingdom to be passed to the game. Because he is actually doing a pretty good job.
So, wait, you guys said you pulled ahead of me.
Yes.
At least, Craven.
Craven pulled ahead. By what?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I actually had the lead at one point.
Yes. Because you
And
and
then the
I
main
correctly
showed up.
predicted Rude and Gable.
I could have thought that mismatch would have did something, but nope.
And I think that you said... No, wait, hold on. Fuck! I have to pull this up. To Facebook! Guys, we are so professional.
What, you want to know the card?
No, I don't want to know the card. I want to
Or
know our predictions.
Our predictions. I have them.
So do I have them?
Yeah, but you have to go to Facebook for them. I don't.
Alright, well, good for you.
I have them saved to my phone.
Okay, got them. Yeah, you guys both had Murphy, I had Hideo.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody had Rusev, we all lost that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And the rest of them we talk about eventually.
Now we get to the main card, and when Massacre realizes that the ball is fucking dropped.
Yep. And I have some side notes I'm going to talk about later, and Lady Fortune already knows about them, but yeah.
The show opens up with the SmackDown Women's Champion Asuka defending against the man, Becky Lynch. And as soon as I knew this match was happening first, I immediately regretted my pick.
And for me, as soon as I heard how loud the crowd was for Becky, I'm like, oh fuck. So, fuck it, I'll say it now. And I told Fortune this. Originally, when I was thinking of my hidden entrance for the Women's Royal Rumble, I was thinking of Becky Lynch. But I told her the reason I didn't pick her is because I did not know what order the matches were going to be in.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, like, if, the matches were switched around, I probably would have said Becky Lynch. Right? Like, if the title match happened later.
Yeah, but Fortune called her spot.
Yeah.
Although not the way I thought it would come down, but considering I didn't see the clean finish.
So, here's a fun fact. The referee was doing, like, a lot of running around the ring and being like, you need to listen to me.
That was
to
funny.
Disqualify you.
The ref was a dumb shit in this match.
So I said the ref is annoying. He replied to me on Twitter.
The ref?
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Jason Ayers, WWE SmackDown Live referee, verified and everything, was like, thanks.
Oh my god.
Wow.
At the same time, I'm like, that's amazing. But,
I didn't
oh
even
my
know
god.
how to react. I just didn't react. I was just like,
At least he didn't clap back,
that is so fantastic. So,
He just
Jason
took it.
Ayers,
He took-
if you are watching this,
Somehow.
somehow, someway, you're a fucking legend, my dude. You're still annoying in that match, but you're a fucking legend of a human being.
Yeah, like, I love when you can audibly hear the refs saying something to them that, like, is almost like a no shit.
I think the one that got me, what I had to laugh at was, you have to listen to me. I was like, Becky will rip your fucking arm off.
The part with a lot of refs that I hate, and it was so notable in this one, is when they leave the ring, it takes them so fucking long to start the 10 count.
Yeah.
It's just like, get back in the ring. Get back in the ring. Like 5 times. 1. It's like, there you go. Now you remember how to count.
What I hate, this actually didn't happen in this match, but a lot of refs do it in matches. When someone grabs the ropes or something like that, they go, 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, let go. I'm like, no, you count to 5 and you fucking disqualify them.
Yeah, definitely. Or like, they'll count to 4 when they're being counted out of the ring, and they're like, stay away from him. 5.
It's almost like they're trying to break the kayfabe.
Okay, so enough shitting on this match. Let's talk about some good things about this match.
The match as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah, the match as a whole was good, but to me there was one spot in particular, and I think this is the part where Lady Fortune and I were talking by ourselves, but the submission to submission transaction followed by the fucking kick.
Yeah.
That kick clapped throughout the arena, and I felt my jaw just be like,
So, like,
my jaw noped.
fucking Asuka with the Asuka lock, Becky with the disarmer, Asuka with the disarmer, Becky with the Asuka lock. I was marking the fuck out.
It was so good. Smooth transitions and everything, too.
It was beautiful. It was absolutely beautifully done between these two. Asuka is a fucking legend. I know we're all freaking out about how great Becky is, but
at the same time, you cannot forget about the Empress. She was undefeated for a reason.
Yeah, and I'm glad they're starting to build her back up. Because she really should be the champion going into WrestleMania, and I hope that they have a good feud for her.
Yeah,
we'll see.
We'll see who challenges her by that point. As long as it's not Charlotte.
Well, it could always be a rematch from last year.
I swear to God, if it's Charlotte.
Yeah, I don't want to see Asuka Charlotte 2 years in a row.
I just don't want to see Charlotte with the fucking gold again for a while.
Yeah. But who on SmackDown could possibly challenge her?
We'll get to there.
We'll get it.
Well, there's time to think about that.
Okay.
Anything else to talk about this match? We talked about the dumb ref. We talked about the amazing ending.
Yeah. Did she tap out?
Yep. Becky tapped out.
Yeah, Becky tapped out clean, which I think was an interesting choice, but I like it. It makes Asuka look strong.
Yeah.
And of course, as everybody knows, Becky didn't exactly look weak tonight.
Not at all.
So everybody wins in this match. Knocking shit over.
I told Lady Fortune, I'm like, could you imagine how hard it would be for Becky, like, while she was walking back to the back, trying to hold back like a smirk or any sort of like, just you fuckers wait type of expression, you know?
Yeah.
Like, to sit there and still be like almost sucking her cheeks in like anger-ish, disappointment. Unless her face is that slim, which I don't think it is, she looked like she was sucking in her cheeks. A bit. You know, like, I don't know what the facial expression's called, but
like
scowling almost.
Suck pouting. I'm gonna call it a suck pout.
Suck pout. Trademark. Alright, next match?
I guess I could take this one, considering Craven's hatred for the half of this match.
Okay, yeah, that works too.
So, the second match on the card, which felt a little bit more like a piss break, but not really, is the Bar defending against the newly formed team of The Miz and Shane McMahon.
The Bar vs. McMiz.
Yep.
Or the world's greatest tag team.
McMiz.
McMiz.
With Miz's father in the audience.
I'm just gonna say this in 4 words. I fucking called it.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
To the fucking T, I called it.
I just want to get...
And there's no bonus points. I still would have lost, but no bonus points.
I just want to get to the end of the match.
Okay, before we do, I kind of loved the fact, like, you know, Miz goes and hugs his dad. 2 seconds later, Shane goes and hugs Miz's dad. I'm like, that's fucking hilarious to me.
So as you guys can tell, Shane and Miz definitely won the SmackDown Tag Team. Shane McMahon is a SmackDown Tag Team Champion.
Yep.
That's
yeah,
a
Miz
thing.
did.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Now,
Miz got his shit kicked in for a good half of that match, though.
But then, he climbed to the top rope and performed a fucking picture-perfect shooting star press.
For a 50-something-year-old man.
49.
For a 49-year-old man.
Where Brock Lesnar was in the back going, "You old feeble cunt."
And I keep forgetting that your YouTube page is like, I don't care what you people think. I will say whatever I want. Because I already sat there just going, oh no.
God, I want to make like an inside joke, but no one's gonna get it.
Oh boy.
So my point here is, what the fuck, Shane? Not content with jumping off cells, not content with jumping halfway across the ring to drop kick a man in the face. He's like, no, I have to do the move that damn near paralyzed Brock Lesnar.
And they actually do it.
And he did it. And
Yeah.
he's like, fuck you. I just Evan bored my way to a tag team championship because Shane McMahon pins Sheamus.
Yeah. Yeah.
These are weird times we live in, folks.
To be fair, he did take that Cesaro swing at the same time.
Yeah, which was a great pick out of the air on Cesaro's part.
That was actually pretty great.
The timing was as perfect as you probably could have got it without it seeming too shit.
This match was great for what it was.
Yeah. Anything else, really?
God damn it, Shane.
Okay, actually, one thing I wanted to add, which it's such a small thing, but to me it's just like it would have been so much better, is just the timing on Shane's entrance. Like the second Miz pointed, it was there that moment of like, eh? Right, like if it was the second he pointed and his music played, I would have been so much happier.
Yeah, well, you know what? The fucking...
I can't have nice things, I got it.
No. The production team was not exactly on their A game tonight.
No.
Because...
I mean, they did a
even
few
see
things
this.
that were really awesome.
You didn't even see this.
Okay.
But during the Bobby Roode and Chad Gable entrance,
Uh-huh.
a fucking cameraman just ate shit on the fucking runway.
Oh yeah, he
Oh my
tripped.
God. What?
The
He tripped?
cameraman, he was backing up, getting the shot of them walking to the ring, and tripped over the entrance ramp, and just, like I said, just wiped out on the floor. The problem was the production crew did not immediately cut to another camera.
So it was just like a camera pointing upwards or like to his face or some shit?
It was just like a
Camera pointing upwards.
camera pointing upwards at just like some dude's legs.
So
As
what I would
Gable
have...
and Rude are just like, yeah, we didn't see that cameraman just eat shit, did you?
What I would have loved is if like they picked up the camera and like, you know, basically like vlogged the rest of it.
That would have been fantastic. Just straight up like Tyler Breeze
Yeah.
that shit.
Just, Tyler Breeze and like, just improv it too, you know?
Just to save the poor
that
cameraman.
wipeout was glorious. Fantastic. And we move on.
Mm-hmm.
So, next up, and I'm going to say this right now, to me, this was match of the night. It's the defending Ronda Rousey against Sasha Banks for the WWE Raw Women's Championship. Finally, we have a Raw match on the main card.
Yeah.
Yeah?
And
It's the Ribbons Trooper, Bruiser.
holy... you two are going to appreciate this a lot more than I did. The nerd reference with Ronda Rousey's outfit.
Yep.
Yeah.
The White Ranger.
Yeah.
outfit.
Yeah.
I didn't know this, obviously, because I never watched Power Rangers growing up, ever.
There's another nerd reference that happens during the Royal Rumble match I marked out for even more. But we'll
I think
get
I
to
know
that.
which one it is, but I cannot remember right off the top of my head.
But
We'll get to that.
we'll get to that.
Even without it being like White Ranger themed, it still looked great, just the white, black, and gold.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, it's interesting that Sasha also had the white on her outfit as well.
Yeah. Well, she's been wearing a lot of white lately. Yep.
A wada wee wah.
I can speak English. So, who wants to talk about this match first?
I do a lot of talking.
This match was really UFC-ish. They really pulled it, brought a lot to this match. Like, Sasha brought it, came for a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to the story that was building to this.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna say this right now. My fucking elbow felt like it shattered. Lady Fortune and I were Skyping during this point just because, live reactions, why not? And that happened, and I'm pretty sure she literally just heard me go, ow.
Yep.
Just, oh my, thinking back at it too, my elbow's just like, God, the ring posts, why? They make
the
the
fact that
ouchies.
they actually broke the ring post too.
That's not surprising anymore. You can fucking sneeze on them and they break.
Right.
Yeah.
So another case of great submission to submission transitions in this match.
Yeah, because
Go on.
That I'm just trying to get you guys to talk more too, because weirdness and silence.
I'm just trying to talk less because I talk a lot.
The one thing I kind of liked, and at the same time I'm like, she just got to be careful, is using part of her attire to help with the crossface section of her bank statement.
Yeah.
I'm like, great touch. Be careful. Great touch. Don't push your fucking luck.
If anybody could take it, it is Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, that's true.
This is
one
of those things. It's kind of like with Brock Lesnar, where it's like you could do a stiff shot with Lesnar because, the man eats fucking iron nails for breakfast.
Right. Now, I know this is also Ronda Rousey's gimmick at this rate, but I just hate the bitch face she has all the time.
It's either the big schoolgirl smile, or
I'm going to eat you and your children.
It looks like a pout to me. I'm sorry. I know that she has I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, but to me it's a face that's oh, but I wanted the yellow M&Ms.
I mean, they are the best.
But don't get me wrong, I would never say that to her face because I fear her. But it just always looks like a pout.
Oh, but then at the same time, what kind of face can you have when you're wrestling?
I don't know. She's not a wrestler. She's a fucking MMA fighter where you don't need to worry about what your face looks like. You just have to worry about what it looks like after the match.
Yeah, basically. But Sasha tapping out clean again.
Nope. It wasn't a tap out.
No, it was a
Pin.
It was a pin.
It was a pin, right?
She beat her with Piper's Pit.
Yeah, a very vicious one too.
Which that has a name now, and I'm really happy it's named after Roddy Piper.
I mean, that was her favorite wrestler, so yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, entrance attires done by him. Everything is basically inspired by him.
Done by him.
Everything is inspired by him.
That's why I'm saying I'm happy it was named after him.
To the point that freaking leather jacket she wore at WrestleMania last year was his jacket.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, awesome, but at the same time, you're really trusting her.
Well, no, because that's hers now. I'm pretty sure she owns that.
Which is dope if that is the case.
Because I know that he was a big fan of hers and gave her the Rowdy nickname.
That's cool. I did not even know that one.
Yeah, it's so cool, the relationship between those two. And it's really cool that her move is now called the Piper's Pit, and that she's pinning people.
Yeah.
That's pretty wicked, because beforehand I would always look for the armbar. If she wasn't locking in the armbar, this was not the end of the match.
Yeah.
Now it's ooh, she could pin someone with this move.
Yeah, and I also like the Rousey's attempt of doing the Three Amigos.
Yeah, that was cool.
I'm like, I always love it when, you know, people steal finishers or, like, stuff similar to that. Signatures and whatnot.
Yeah.
But for her to try to take basically Sasha Banks' idol's signature and use it on her, I'm like, dirt move. Because it is.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. It's kind of like it's a kick in the face. But I'm happy she didn't pull it off.
Yeah. I think that might have gotten her some legit heat if she would have pulled that off.
Yeah, like she even was doing like the spin kicking, leg flaring, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Also, fun fact, it was Sasha Banks' birthday.
Yes, it was. And Ronda Rousey's birth week.
So...
Weird.
I mean, there you go. Happy birthday.
Yes.
You lost the chance to get the title.
You lost the chance to get the title.
If you had the chance to get your title, would you enter yourself in the Royal Rumble?
She didn't.
Aye, but I'm doing an accent.
So, moving on. Right? Right.
We are moving on.
Go ahead, Lady Fortune. Because it's your turn to introduce this, and I don't know if you're going to do what I do.
No, she's not going to go all 30.
30 in one breath. Did she die?
Fortune?
Hey, Quizzy.
Fortune!
Hello.
She's still in the call.
Hello, see.
Oh, you know what? She's probably muted. She's
Too
probably
bad.
talking to her padre. With her padre.
So, shall I introduce this?
I'll go with this one. You can go with the men's.
Okay. Can you do what I do, though?
Oh, God. I need to go to the wiki, don't we?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, we do. Royal Rumble. We're doing this live.
I gotta love making people do my shit. It's my shtick. It's great.
Oh God. Why are there so many women? There's 30 of them.
Why are there so many women? Said no one ever.
I don't know if I could do this in one... I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and do it in one breath.
There you go. At least try.
The following is the Women's Royal Rumble match. The 30 entrants. In order of entry. Lacey Evans, Natalya, Mandy Rose, Liv Morgan, Mickie James, Ember Moon, Billie Kay, Nikki Cross, Peyton Royce, Tamina, Xia Li, Sarah Logan, Charlotte Flair, Kairi Sane, Maria Kanellis, Naomi, Candice LeRae, Alicia Fox, Casey Catanzaro, Zelina Vega, Ruby Riott, Dana Brooke, Io Shirai, Rhea Ripley, Sonya Deville, Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Becky Lynch, Nia Jax, and Carmella.
Nice. I will say, like, your transition to Casey Catanzaro and Zelina Vega, like, you did that so much smoother than I probably would have.
I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'm scrolling down during it. I got to, like, Maria Kanellis and saw those two names beside each other and went, fuck, 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 fuck.
Yeah. Like, even when Casey Catanzaro, like, first showed up, I'm like, what the fuck was that last name?
I was like, I'm seeing Casey and I'm seeing Catanzaro and Zelina beside each other. And I'm like,
Yeah.
It's one of those moments where you're doing a straightaway in Mario Kart, and you're like, I know I need to hit the drift, like, at this specific part, or I'm going right over Rainbow Road.
Yeah, or like, shit, red shell, red shell, red shell.
So I'm just like, Alicia Fox, Casey Catanzaro, Zelina Vega.
Yeah, you're like, and just whip past it.
Yeah.
Alright, so, I know that you and Lady Fortune agree on something, and I am sad on this. Liv Morgan has the fastest elimination time.
Liv, baby, why?
Yeah. And then Lady Fortune's like, oh, don't worry, it all makes sense later. I'm like, I think I know where you're going with this, but I don't care.
So, let's kind of go in order here. So Lacey Evans comes out, and she cuts a bit of a promo.
And I wanted to punch her in the face.
Which is fine, because she's a heel, you're supposed to.
I just hate talkers. If you're coming down to the ring, shut your fucking yapple.
But if you are going to be a talker, you should be the number one entrant.
Yeah, and you should be a heel at that.
Yes.
I give that much.
So Lacey here. Okay, so Natalya obviously comes in at number 2. Lacey is fucking nervous.
Yeah, she did great. Her kip up was abysmal.
Yes.
It was her debut.
Oh Jesus!
And
Sorry.
there's the sound barriers.
Rip headphone users.
Shit. But yeah, like I kind of liked her pinup attire, even though at first I'm like, who the fuck is this bitch?
Yeah, I mean, if you don't watch NXT, you're not gonna know.
And I don't. I want to start, but I keep not.
I only watched a little, but still I didn't really recognize her, so...
Number 3 is Mandy.
Mandy, baby.
Like, pretty much, it's like Austin Powers level. Just like her entrance theme just begins with Mandy. Do I'll make you Mandy, baby.
Do I?
Like, it's almost like she was paired with Goldust for a reason.
Right?
Oh, God.
So-
So Mandy Rose, she does alright.
Yeah, she didn't do too bad. 25 minutes, almost 26 minutes. That's insane.
Yeah,
First
Natalya is the Iron Woman in this match.
Mm-hmm.
Close second though to somebody else, who we'll get to.
Yes. Number 4 is
so-
Liv Morgan, who shows up and fucks right off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to love her. She's basically the fucking pink-haired, slightly psycho version of Alexa Bliss.
With just better assets
I mean, yeah.
on
Everyone's
both
entitled
ends.
to an opinion.
Number 5 is Mickie James.
Yeah, who didn't do much, really.
No, I think she's not credited with an elimination. But
Nope.
I know that she did like a spin kick that kicked someone, even though it missed her by a country mile. I just can't remember
Yeah,
who it was.
I saw that. That was, I believe,
That was Lacey.
Was it to Lacey?
That was to Lacey Evans. Yeah, it didn't eliminate her, but like she
Yeah,
sold the kick anyway.
Yeah, she literally missed the kick by like 2 feet. I'm just like, you poor soul.
Yeah, no, that was bad.
So before we continue like going on to each person and then now that analyzing how good or bad they did, I'm happy, and like I know you two are as well, that they didn't bring like Trish Stratus or somebody like from back then back.
Yes.
Like I wouldn't have cared if it was Trish or Lita, but if it was somebody like
Corey?
Jacqueline, like if it was like Jacqueline, I would have been like, really?
I wouldn't have minded if it was Molly Holly, because she can still kind of go.
Yeah, like there are some that would have been like, okay, that's cool.
You
Yeah.
know, or maybe like if Beth Phoenix like
She
got
would
on the
Said-
commentary table and actually was like, "Oh, I'm in the match." Like that would have been kind of neat. But if it was somebody
Yeah.
like Tori Wilson or Kelly Kelly,
Yeah.
we saw how good they were last time, and fucking Kelly Kelly could barely get over the top rope. She could also
Mhm.
barely get her own bra off. So fucking
Hey, Massacre?
So-
Let's not go back to that.
Next up is two of our picks, Ember Moon, who clocked in at 52 minutes and 23 seconds.
she lasted for quite some time.
She did great in this match.
Yeah,
She lasted almost as long as Natalya, giving, like those 6 minutes are literally their spots between each other.
yeah.
'Cause-
The only thing is, Natalya got eliminations and Ember didn't.
Surprisingly. Now, the one thing I did want to say is during Ember Moon's entrance, like the CGI'd Red Moon looked incredible. It looked massive, which was awesome. And just, yes.
Is we don't know whether or not that was only for the audience could see, or could people there see it?
Yeah, like, can the viewers at home only, or was it everybody saw it?
It was the
This is-
viewers at home. 100%.
But how awesome would it have been if it was just like a 3D fucking red moon just shows up?
That would have been cool. The problem, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this.
Go ahead.
I think the CGI shit is the fucking worst.
It looked cool at sometimes, but yeah, I agree with you. Almost like 99% of the time, it was just like, why?
I thought it just all looked incredibly fake. The only time I liked it was when it was words, like when Becky came out and you saw the man. Like, I was like, okay, I don't mind that.
That's fair. And then the next entrance happened, who did something incredibly smart. I'll give her that.
But
My God, you need to shut the fuck up.
These two were born to play heel characters.
Yes. And so, getting to the point, Billy Kay comes out, like, screeching, saying, I'm not going in there until Peyton shows up. Great idea. But then the parade
Oh shit,
in the ring,
hold on.
screaming that at everybody.
Are you good?
Am I?
Yeah, you're good.
She just parades around the ring and, like, screams it at everybody. Like, the freaking audience, the fucking refs, the announce tables. I'm like, bitch, we get it. You're gonna wait, okay. Shut up.
It's like, stop saying you're gonna wait and just wait.
just wait.
Yeah, just sit on the fucking ring steps and shut up. And then Nikki Cross comes up and just fucking checks her to the barricade. I'm like, okay, that works.
That was fantastic. And then she fucking flies off the top rope with a flying crossbody, takes out the entire group of them.
I'm sorry, I hate when setups are blatantly obvious.
Yeah, the only time I can kind of, like,
Tolerate it.
is when it's like a big flippy move to the outside. So like Charlotte Flair's like moonsault to the outside is like, I would rather the setup look kind of fake and have everybody be able to catch her.
Yeah, than her to break her neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. But when it's something like, oh, she's going to crossbody, everybody has to get together and, like, slowly look up, like, oh, no.
Yeah,
it's like, if you have time to look up, move.
Like, oh, God, guys, we're all brawling in this section. Would be really terrible if someone were to crossbody us right now.
Yeah, like, that is just a close second to what I find the absolute worst, is somebody goes to the top rope and you literally see the guy on the mat just shift, shift, shift.
I don't remember Sheamus shifting for Shane, though, so...
No,
he shifted a bit. He shifted.
He totally shifted.
There was a later spot in the card that happens a lot worse.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that!
I do want to mention that they allowed something to happen this year that they haven't allowed for a couple years now, which is for certain superstars to get, like, backstage promos about how they're going to win the Rumble, what they're going to do when they win it, which I actually thought was really cool. And Nikki had the best fucking promo where she's just, like, by this chain link fence, and she's just allowed, like, 30 seconds to just have a Nikki Cross freakout. And it looks amazing. She does it amazingly, and I'm like, I really want to see this girl go buck fucking wild on the main roster.
Yeah, like, I love when people can act, like, legitimately psychotic and actually not look stupid.
That's what I loved about AJ Lee.
Yeah.
AJ's was subtle, but it was just like the kind of way that she cocked her head. The little skip that she did around the ring.
Yeah, she was like the innocent, I'm going to kill you. Nikki Cross is like, I'm going to kill you and then eat your fucking limbs.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Then
By the way,
Cross
I like the fact that Nikki Cross, solid 9 minutes. Just 9.
Peyton Royce shows up. Great for Billy Kay that she was only fucking two
spots away.
Convenient.
And I like the fact that the Iconics stayed a tag team throughout the whole match.
Yeah.
Almost like another tag team that stays together.
It's a...
Yep. So...
But we'll get to that.
The thing I kind of found funny, and like how audible it was, is... I don't remember like who's... I think Natalia hit like Paige into something. And then Billy Kay comes in, "Why'd you hit my friend? Da da da." And I was like, this is... It's funny, but my God, woman, shut up.
It's the Alicia Fox thing, where the open talking that everybody can hear is funny for like 10 seconds.
Until
I forgot she was here.
Oh yeah, because she has the comedy spot of the match.
Yep.
But here's the thing: we have a full ring full of bitches. We need someone to clear this ring. Who we gonna get? Tamina. Fuck.
Tamina with one elimination.
One elimination, and that was Mickie James.
Yep.
Oh Jesus Christ, Tamina!
She did a splash.
Kick. She's got the best super kick in the women's division.
Obviously.
And she's got a pretty decent Samoa drop.
Yeah.
Her Superfly splash
needs work.
Is terrible.
Yeah. Well, okay. I'm just gonna say also compare the size of her to Jimmy.
Yeah, I mean sure, but like I've seen big people do a splash. You just need to know how to land on your knees properly.
Yeah.
And the problem is Tamina is fucking terrible.
Yep.
Then, number 11 comes out, otherwise known as a set of who?
I knew who she was because I remember her from the Mae Young Classic.
I never watched the Mae Young Classic, that was the thing.
She's the first female Chinese woman to wrestle in WWE.
I like how you mentioned that. So fitting. I'm sorry, I'm an asshole.
Hey man, she's proud. I'd be proud too.
I'd
be proud too. I would be proud.
Especially because Xia Li, straight up, she's a bigger girl.
Yeah.
And she's a really great wrestler. Do not fuck with this woman's kicks.
No. Like, she's short, but she's stocky.
Yeah.
Like, she can take a hit, and then she'll give it to you tenfold.
So she comes in, she kind of starts running house.
Yeah, she did a fair bit of work.
And then finally, Sarah Logan.
Yep.
This happened.
Yeah, I mean, she lasted almost 6 minutes.
Fucking Tamina lasted longer than Peyton Royce and Billy Kay lasted longer than you in the match.
To be fair, Mandy Rose was still in the ring at the time, so.
Yeah, let's not talk about that bitch.
Oh, we're going to have to soon.
So, yeah, Sarah Logan comes in, does a bit of work, nothing to avail. And then number 13.
Number 13.
One of the favorites to win the match.
Yep. Clocking in at just over 50 minutes.
Yep.
So she, like, third longest one totaled.
She also got 5 eliminations, including Xia Li.
And a lot of work.
Uh-oh. Hold up. But wait for the robot.
We'll get to later.
Okay.
He's a robot-y man.
Yeah, my internet connection is shit.
So's mine, but I'm recording, so they'll never know.
So, anything to say specific about Charlotte Flair's work thus far?
Thus far, not really. She kind of comes in and starts, like, spearing people, and she looks fucking powerful, which is good. She should look powerful.
I don't like her spear. I'm saying that right now. Never been too much of a fan of it. Not the worst spear.
No, it still ranks higher than Edge's spear for me.
I've always just liked Edge's spear, mostly because I just loved Edge. But, a little bit of bias there.
I mean, I love Edge. Absolutely love Edge. But it's a running hook. And,
So,
yeah.
next up in our list of peoples is Kairi Sane.
Oh shit, it's the wild card to Craven!
Yep.
Yay. And 17 minutes, solid, good.
One elimination.
One elimination.
Which
Who
was a combo elimination with Natalya to get rid of Sarah Logan.
Yeah.
Obviously, she comes in and immediately hits that insane elbow. Best elbow drop in the business.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot wait to see Kairi Sane on the main roster.
I loved, I think it was Corey Graves. But, you just hear when she's running out there, is it illegal to run out the... do they say the same thing about running with a telescope that they do a pair of scissors? I'm like, shut up, you dork.
You know what I would have loved to see is, Kairi Sane bring the fucking telescope in and start using it as a weapon.
Just start clubbing people with the telescope.
It's a fucking Royal Rumble. There's no rules.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's why Jack Gallagher brought the umbrella at one time?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was great.
And then he spun it in between
Jericho's
legs. And they immediately cut to a camera angle which showed Jericho holding onto it.
Yep. Sad days. So, the next entry is I feel like this entry is the entry that all three of us went, really?
Apparently this girl is a member of 205 Live?
Because her husband is.
I know her husband is, but she's not.
She's a manager.
She is by correlation.
Yep.
If that's not obvious enough, it's Maria Kanellis. Some of you might be going, who? Exactly.
No, I mean, Maria was a pretty well-known wrestler in her day.
Rewind that sentence a bit and hyphenate, or emphasize was.
Was. She did also wrestle for TNA for quite a bit, and then as she's come to WWE, I think this is her first match.
Yep.
Well, first solo match. She's done mixed. Once.
So, she has too, with fucking Sami Zayn.
Yeah. So, she comes in, does a great spot with somebody who comes in later. I say great, very, very strainingly.
Steven, calm down.
But then we get number 16, Kofi Kingston with a set of tits.
And an ass.
And an ass. Kofi Kingston, he kind of got that ass, though.
Okay, so with Naomi, and I said this to Lady Fortune, that front row crowd got probably the best view they had all night.
Yeah. They did have a poon cam.
So, for those of you who don't know, Naomi comes in, almost instantly gets flipped over by Mandy Rose, and she does Kofi Kingston's not-so-signature handstand. I forgot to mention something, I'll have to hop back to this after this. Mm-hmm. So, she gets all the way to the barricade on the opposite side, and, does, near splits, and, shimmies herself back up, and, you literally see, the Jaws theme of ass, just down. And I'm just there going, that crowd, if they just look down going, yep. Because I know I would have.
There's kids in the crowd.
As a person in the front row, how do you not just get tempted?
Just shove her foot?
Just shove her foot and be the person that eliminated Naomi from the Rumble.
Okay, if they did that with somebody else, who probably wouldn't fucking kill you or have their husband kill you, if they did that to Liv Morgan, I would have laughed but been sad.
I'd have beat their ass.
So,
don't touch Liv, she's a special fucking Ruby. I said Ruby.
So, hopping back to something, Ember Moon's near elimination, where she was hanging onto the bottom rope with her fucking toes.
Yes.
and just hanging there. I immediately said to Lady Fortune, I'm like, Kofi needs to steal that.
Yeah.
Like, that's something Kofi has not done yet. Also,
We'll get to Kofi.
also, side note back to Naomi, her little barricade walk compared to Kofi's barricade, like, short-ended barricade run. I give Naomi credit because she had more to walk, more space to, longer distance to walk, less space to do it.
Yeah. And then she does the jump to the fucking steps, which that's still an amazing
Impressive.
feat.
Yeah. Oh, but I get in Kofi's defense, that's not as far as a leap as barricade to ring.
Yes.
Give
And
and take.
then, getting the best fucking heat of the match, Mandy Rose just runs
Mandy
up and
Rose.
trips her.
So just pulls her leg.
Yeah, just like pulls her leg and immediately eliminates her. And I'm like, yes, that is exactly how you do that spot. You know Naomi's not going to win, but she's going to do the cool spot and then immediately have it ruined.
Yep.
That's perfection.
Which is interesting considering that Naomi was the one who eliminated Mandy Rose.
Yeah, and their storyline, that's important.
Yeah, because
people care about that storyline.
Because
Twitch.
the evolution of women's wrestling has their storylines focused on, will I
So-
get this woman's husband to fuck me?
Yep. So next up, we get a very, very lovely pick to show up.
Yeah, Candice LeRae.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad at all, but a little bit of foreshadowing
did not
for
know
later on.
David Candice LeRae's importance to this.
Yep.
Until I did point it out to him later.
Yeah, I recognized the name, but I couldn't remember the significance of it. So I recognize the name. I can't remember. Shit. Yeah.
It was funny because I didn't even think about him showing up. And I straight up had to tell my mom who Candice LeRae was. And I was like, oh, she wrestles in NXT and she's also Johnny Gargano's girlfriend.
Why?
Right.
Wife.
Waifu.
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 Waifu for
Waifu
waifu.
for life. That's weird. So, okay, because that's essentially spoiled it now.
Yeah, very
that
nice.
sentence. I would have loved if they entered at the same spot.
That would have been cool.
As like a small little,
Eh?
Yeah.
see what we did there? Yeah.
So Candice LeRae comes in. The problem is, she doesn't really do much.
No.
She only lasted 9 minutes.
9.5. Give her that 35 seconds.
And then number 18, Alicia Fox.
I'm just gonna sit here and let you guys. I'm just gonna sit here.
So
Go on, guys.
Alicia Fox has this gimmick where she wears a captain's hat and calls herself the captain of the women's division and struts around like a fucking idiot.
Well, she was the Survivor Series captain at one time, so.
She's a fucking idiot.
I said this to Fortune, and I'll say it here. When Alicia Fox first ever showed up to WWE, I liked her. She was different for a change. She wasn't a dumbass.
She was Edge's wedding planner.
She made out with Edge.
She was Divas champion at one time. Anyone remember that? Me neither.
The great big butterfly belt.
Yeah. And then the spot happens with
Come on.
with Alicia and Maria Kanellis, where they're like, "You, me, friends," and I love that Maria was doing that like Alicia didn't know fucking English.
She's doing the miming spot, even though Alicia Fox is talking out loud and we can hear her.
Yeah. So they're like, "Yeah, sure, friends," and like Maria goes and hands the hat back to Alicia. And Alicia's like, puts it on her head instead. Which I'm like, okay, that's kind of cute, right? Meh. And then fucking Maria, like, turns back around, puts the hat on the ground, stomps on it. And, like, I wish they planned it a little bit more serious, quote unquote.
But
Where it's just like, you know, like in Men in Black.
You step on my hat.
Like in Men in Black, where when Will Smith is stepping on the cockroaches. If you guys remember Men in Black at all.
I do.
It's been a hot minute.
Right, so Lady Fortune knows exactly what I'm talking about. Like, he steps on one cockroach, and like the insect monster is just like, the fuck did you just do? Does it again, and he's like, you bitch. Essentially, like, building it up to like a full-on snap mode. But instead of going like, I'm going to fucking kill you, she drops on the ground and throws a fucking tantrum.
I do like the fact though that
Can't
her
believe I
back
said
was
that.
turned when
Yep.
when Maria's was stomping on the hat, but she still felt it using the fucking force or some shit. Or her spiritual connection to the hat. But that still didn't stop Alicia Fox from eventually eliminating Maria Kanellis. Getting revenge for her stepped-on hat. Which, by the way, that hat must be
made out of fucking steel.
titanium.
Yeah.
It did not, like, budge at all. So that happened.
Yeah.
God,
I can't believe I'm the one that said it.
God, that happened.
Can we move on?
Yep. Casey Catanzaro, who another very cute individual.
Casey is very cute.
I know you would say that, and I'm literally called that. Because as she goes down to the ring and I see her step in and I see how short she is compared to the ropes, I'm like, Kara's going to love her.
Oh, yeah. No.
She's short, she's skinny,
You know
she's
me,
cute.
I am a shoddy lover.
Yep. But we'll get to somebody else who probably stole your heart and you jizzed in your fucking pants. Shorts. You don't wear pants.
I mean, I wear pants.
On the rare occasion.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm trying to think of who you're talking
Am I-
about. Unless
Now
you're
I'm
talking about
blurring
Zelina Vega.
Oh no.
Hello?
Hello?
You guys are roaring out to me.
Hey, I like the fact that I'm the one recording.
Both of you guys are breaking up on me.
That's okay. I'm gonna move on. Zelina Vega shows up. And, this is the other, geek reference that was in the Royal Rumble. Zelina Vega comes out dressed as Vega from Street Fighter. In that she has the Vega masking claws. But I'm not gonna lie, I marked down.
You did.
And also, Zelina Vega is just so hot.
I disagree.
Of course, Craven would disagree.
She's ugly to me. I like the fact she's a fucking nerd, that's about it.
Oh, she's such a nerd. But yeah.
But Zelina has probably the best spot in the entire pay-per-view. Or in the entire Women's Rumble.
Match.
Go ahead.
Well, at least the beginning part of it. Not the ending.
She goes underneath the ring.
Yeah, she goes underneath the ring, and I like the fact she was like occasionally peering out every now and again.
And smiling.
To me, that was funny. And smiling. It was great.
Especially when someone got eliminated. She'd just kind of peek her head out and be like, and then just walk back.
Yeah, so there was one part in particular, though, and I think, I don't remember who got eliminated, but, like, Zelina Vega pokes her head out, and the refs are right there, and they're clearly looking towards the ring, too. I'm like, how do you not see her?
There's nothing they can
It's not
do.
the referee's job
I know.
to get them in the ring.
But it's still just like, you could at least look at her and be like, the fuck? Right? Like, acknowledge like, try to make it more comedic to me. That would have been fine with me. But then, something I don't think anybody saw coming.
So we'll actually get to this later, when we get to the girl who eliminated her.
Oh, okay.
But at the moment, Ruby Riott needs to come in.
Yep. And she doesn't come alone.
Nope, she shows up with the squad, and Liv Morgan is perfectly fine with having that 8-second elimination. She's just like, alright, it's fine, we're gonna help our girl win the Royal Rumble. And they only managed to eliminate 3 people.
Yeah. Who was Candice LeRae, Alicia Fox, and Kairi Sane. So, one of my picks.
Eliminated by my pick.
A cute person. And Alicia Fox.
Yep. Oh, wow.
And Alicia Fox.
Sorry, I should have said that in order. Alicia Fox, a cute person, and Kairi Sane.
Then, number 22, filler.
Okay. So,
Kristen?
Yep.
You want to bring this up? Because you made us.
I want Dana Brooke to have a push. She can wrestle, surprisingly, and like she's not trash at it. But the thing
she's
is,
just not at the level of the other girls.
The other thing is, like, the gimmick she got lined up with was trash.
Yeah.
Like, I was saying it to Fortune. I'm like, I wish you can have a gimmick, or at least like when she first showed up, to be like this powerful brute, but still be a babyface. Right, like almost be like a female Goldberg. Because like she's strong as fuck, and she's visibly strong as fuck.
Well, what I like about this upcoming Elimination Chamber match is that they're introducing the women's tag team titles.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
I think Dana Brooke would work fantastic as a tag team partner.
She was a tag team partner.
Yeah, of somebody.
And I think he got eliminated already.
Yeah, she was...
I was double checking.
Wasn't she partners with Charlotte?
She was partners with Natalia.
Oh, Natalia.
So I could see them maybe reigniting that, or failing that. Like, go with... like, I would even say, if you don't want to push Kairi Sane for the Women's Championship immediately, like, having her as, like, the speedy chick that goes off the top rope, and having Dana Brooke as the setup, the Big E Langston, basically, to Kairi Sane's fucking Xavier Woods.
But Kairi Sane and Io Shirai are being a team, so...
Yeah, that's
true.
Because
the Japanese gotta stick together. And speaking of Io Shirai...
Speaking of Io Shirai...
number 23, Io Shirai. Massacre's hidden pick.
Yeah. It's pretty good. Two of our wild card picks are here. I wonder if the third's gonna show up.
It felt like my wild card pick wasn't gonna show up, was it?
No.
I mean,
but we all knew it was gonna fucking happen.
Yep. We all had the feeling in our bellies.
Io Shirai doesn't actually do much until NXT UK call-up Rhea Ripley shows up.
Yep. To which, after seeing her I said to Fortune, I'm like, she needs to do like a mixed tag team with Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
To which, not surprising, considering that Pete Dunne actually does show up later on.
Yeah, which was hysterical to me.
I am so torn on whether or not Rhea Ripley is attractive. Because I hate the shape side of that.
Yeah.
I've always hated that hairstyle, but like, other than that, again, I feel like she's one of those muscular girls that's like not gross muscular.
Right. But the thing is, like, back when she was completely like blonde, she looked great. And now that she's like a dirty blonde almost, dirty blonde brunette, she looks serious, but she still looks great.
Yeah.
Like, she was in the Mae Young Classic as like a bleached blonde powerhouse, and she was great.
And I mean, she was great in here too. She ended up eliminating Casey Catanzaro. She eliminated Dana Brooke, and then this shit happened.
So, the little callback that I was mentioning is Zelina Vega pokes her head out after Dana Brooke, I believe, got eliminated.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, she giggles. And then all of a sudden, about 5 feet away, Hornswoggle pokes his head out.
Ah!
I thought this was great.
It was hysterical with me. I fucking loved it. So there's another spot I'm going to mention, like, right after this. So, like, Zelina Vega freaks the fuck out and, like, gets back into the ring. First mistake. And, like, Hornswoggle follows suit. But you just see Ruby Riot's face is, like, purely of the fuck?
You gotta think about it, too. It's like these girls came in after Hornswoggle had already left. So...
Yeah, most of them at least.
At least in kayfabe, like, Ruby Riott has no fucking idea who Hornswoggle is.
Yeah. So it's just like this look of, who the fuck is you?
You gotta imagine Natalia's sitting back going, yeah, there's an entire actual, like, justice...
Story
like,
with this.
There's a whole judiciary system underneath the ring that's run by little people. It's fucking weird.
And he was also the non-rec GM at one point.
Yeah.
He was Cruiserweight Champion.
He was the final Cruiserweight Champion before they started the Classic.
Yep. So, the other thing I wanted to mention, and I mentioned this to Lady Fortune, because I'm like, the thing is, like, with all that brown hair underneath, that's his real hair. And Lady Fortune's like, I thought it was a wig. I'm like, nope, it's slick back. That's his real hair. And he has a shit ton of tattoos, too, and he's actually a super cool dude.
He's a really cool dude. I've seen a lot of interviews with him.
Yeah, he's so chill and he's just, like, totally fucking great.
He did, like, a would you fuck of, like, a bunch of different WWE women.
Yeah. So, needless to say, he was great. And then, cue Zelina Vega getting eliminated by Rhea Ripley.
And then Zelina gets chased back to the back with Hornswoggle still chasing her.
Yep. It was great.
Now, I mean, Rhea Ripley is powerful and all. But sometimes, you gotta put your hair up and square up.
Yep.
It's the worst. Okay. It's absolutely the worst catchphrase in the women's division, right?
It's the worst in the women's division, but I like it at the same time because, you know, women tend to have their hair down, long and flowing. You know, like, look at all the, like, Charlotte Flair, and, like, all these women have their hair down and just flowy and flippy and yada, yada, yada. So to have somebody who basically, like, does it up and just says, like, I'm still gonna kick your ass, to me, that makes the slogan make sense.
It's just the sing-songy rhyminess of it all. I just don't think works with...
Sometimes you gotta make shit catchy.
Sometimes you gotta sell a shirt.
You know, like the snack that smiles back, Goldfish.
just gonna say, we are not sponsored by Goldfish.
But if you want to, hey.
I mean, dude, I would be sponsored by Goldfish. Sonya Deville shows up.
For a solid 4.5 minutes. Of nothing!
Yeah, pretty much does absolutely nothing.
So, and Kira jizzing everywhere. For
Not
multiple
being
reasons.
able to participate in last year's Royal Rumble due to being the hottest fucking thing walking, Alexa Bliss shows up.
Alexa Bliss shows up. Not only does Alexa Bliss show up, but she has pigtails.
Of course
Yep.
she has pigtails, that's what she does, and God, she's hot.
See, Fortune, we called it.
Yeah, I called it.
Woo! So,
Clean
yes,
up on Kira.
the 5 Feet of Fury makes it to the ring. Lasts pretty long, like 12 minutes 59 seconds for a last minute entry is actually pretty damn good.
Yep, she's not actually 5 feet.
She's not?
Nope, she's 5'1".
Oh shit.
Craven measures by the ring. The ring rubs.
Yep.
Either way, she manages to eliminate 2 people, one of them being Sonya Deville, so thanks for coming.
Yep, and the other one being who? Ember Moon.
Yeah, Ember Moon.
Our pick.
Legitimately, I was sitting there, like, watching those two fight on the side of the ring, and I was like, I hate and love the outcome of this at the same time.
I was about to say, I'm like, you probably would have been, like, it's that moment of, like, my picks aren't going to win, but I don't care, it's Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, in terms of
Pretty much.
aesthetic and cuteness and attractiveness, Alexa Bliss is my favorite. In terms of actual Raw wrestling ability, Ember Moon is my favorite.
Yeah.
Ember's my pick, but, like, if Alexa were to win the Rumble, I'd be okay with it, and I'd be like, could you just please not? You just team up
Basically,
and beat the shit out of Io Shirai or something?
You would be where Craven is right now.
So, while watching the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, I mentioned something to Fortune, which is, I've come to the realization, for the Rumble matches especially, I don't care too much if my picks win, as long as they're not eliminated by stupid. So, like, if Ember Moon and Kairi Sane were eliminated by, let's say, the Iconics, I would have been pissed. Like,
How about it by Hornsbuckle?
I would have laughed, because it's stupid, but it's Hornswoggle. I fucking love him.
Yeah, and luckily, like, Ember Moon, she gets eliminated by Alexa Bliss, which is fine. That makes sense.
Yep.
Alexa Bliss, former champion. That looks fine.
Kairi
Kairi
Sane
Sane was eliminated by
by-
Ruby Riott.
Again, fine, because Ruby Riot's not, it's not Alicia Fox or some shit.
What moment? No, just keep talking while I have conversations and possibly have to pause this.
So, yeah, it was great that, they didn't get eliminated by stupid.
And of course, my pick, Io Shirai, got eliminated by which is perfectly fine because she is also a force to be reckoned with.
Uh-huh.
So then, entry number 27 shows up, and it's Bailey.
It's just Bailey.
It's Bailey. Yay.
3 eliminations.
3 eliminations, yay. She eliminates
One
Rhea
Rhea
Ripley.
Ripley.
How?
She eliminates my pick, Ruby Riott. God dang it.
How? And she also helps with eliminating Alexa Bliss with somebody. Well, it's Carmella. She helps with Carmella. Everybody knows Carmella.
I'm actually kind of salty with Bailey's eliminations because it's like, again, Rhea Ripley. How?
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley eats women like you.
Yeah, Ruby Riott could kick your fucking teeth in.
Yeah, Ruby Riott is just like, Ruby deserved better.
Yeah. And then...
Fucking Alexa Bliss, you fuck right off, Bailey!
Yeah. Especially, So, then, entry number 28, Lana! Entry number 28, Lana!
To which Craven missed the pre-show, so he missed the injury.
Lana! So she comes out stumbling, which I'm like, great, she injured herself again. Because, that's happened for the past 2 months almost every week.
Mm-hmm.
So she's limping. And I said to Fortune, I'm like, I just wish this was like a Heath Slater moment, like whoever the next two people are, just come in and just smack her and just keep going type of thing.
The funny thing is, when the next entrant came out, I legitimately thought that was what was going to happen.
Right.
And it did.
So, you know, she waddles away, waddle to the very next entrance, bump, bottle dum. Anyway, to get it? I do.
Yeah.
Nia Jax shows up and just smacks the fuck out of Lana, basically putting her onto the ground. Good. And parades around and eliminates 3 people for 12 minutes of being in the ring. And does it happen? No, it doesn't happen now, does it?
Nope. Carmella has to come out first.
Carmella comes out first?
Yeah.
Carmella comes out. Nobody's surprised. She won the spot. Okay.
To be fair, Massacre's like, oh, everyone's out now. There's no way in hell. Oh no.
Like, wow, Lana's spending a lot of time on the apron.
Yeah.
No, not at the apron. She's outside the ring.
Yeah.
Hold on a
So
second. I'm
she's
going to
there.
send you guys something in our group chat that has absolutely nothing to do with what we're doing. I'm going to ask you all to ignore it.
Okay.
Okay.
So, eventually, a certain lass, or man, depending on your output, comes out and talks to none other than the fellow Irish, Finlay.
Hornswoggle's father!
Hornswoggle's father, Daddy.
He's like, oh, Tata lady, have you seen me, son?
So, she comes out and she's like, obviously she can do it. Let me do it. I don't care I had a match like half an hour ago. Let me do this. I can do this. It can be me. Let me go in there. I want to be in there. Let me go in there. I want to be in there. Let me go in there. And Finley's like, I don't know, but let me go in there.
No, that was the thing.
Fine.
I loved Finley's whole thing of like, I don't know. Should I?
And the crowd's
Leans
fucking...
in.
And the crowd's losing their
You
fuck.
Go ahead, you crazy fox, you.
Yeah. So like, I just love that. It's like, you know, Irishman introduces like Irish woman back into the match, which was to me just great.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Becky Lynch only actually gets 2 eliminations in the match.
one of them matters and one of them doesn't.
Yep.
Yeah, one of them was
Nia
pretty
Jax.
fantastic.
She eliminates Nia Jax.
And then it comes down to her and Charlotte Flair.
Yep.
Yep.
But before that happens, Nia Jax has a little bitch fit and takes Becky and beats the fuck out of her outside of the ring.
Well, we have to Daniel Bryan her.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have to injure her. We have to put her against the odds. You know what? Fine. It's a good story. I like it. Fucking sue me. It's cliche as shit, but I loved it.
Yeah, it was great. I personally would have loved if, like, you know, when Charlotte's back was turned, that Becky actually did do the whole grab the back and fling her over. But at the same time, I'm happy that didn't happen because it led to better things. But forgetting about this spot, I'm going to remember it now because of Nia Jax. Fucking Charlotte Flair lifted up Nia Jax, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Honestly, Charlotte is so great.
Yeah, great wrestler, but still, you know.
Oh, horse like a... Sorry. Horse. Face like a horse's ass.
Horse like a face. Horse like a
yeah.
face is ass.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
So, Becky Lynch wins the Females Royal Rumble. And I
Yay!
instantly win. I'm not winning this fucking thing because this is the match that mattered.
Yeah. But
This
you know
is the
what? I
match.
was so happy. I was just like, her versus Ronda in the main event of Mania is going to be the greatest closer ever.
Yes.
As long
If it's not the ending match, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, this needs to main event.
And I'm going to say this right now. It's not. WWE doesn't know better. It's not.
It'll make it worse.
I'm telling you right now, it will.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yep, we'll see because the next match. Nope, this would have to be. Yeah, this would have to be Fortune introducing this one in order for me to do the last one.
Okay. So what turned out ended up being the piss break match apparently because luck can follow the Women's Royal Rumble.
Long.
Is Daniel Bryan defending against AJ Styles for SmackDown World Championship, World Heavyweight Championship?
Surprisingly, a really decent match.
But
That's
sadly,
the only thing, though, is like, it was decent.
it was a good match, but the audience was dead.
Yeah, the audience is like, dude, I just cheered and like cried my heart out for about an hour.
Which
Why
I
are you
actually
doing
like
this?
the fact that the match was kind of slow starting, because yeah, I mean, they are fucking winded. Possibly they might get up some energy near the end of the match, but not really.
So, stuff happens
And then
in this match.
a wild
Y'all remember Eric Rowan?
A wild Eric Rowan appears, and I am getting an instant feeling to throw a Pokeball.
I love how we're skipping half an hour because this match did last a while.
Almost half an hour, yeah.
Yeah, but it was like... It was a pretty by the numbers match.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, there's also something obvious. Okay, so... accident happens, ref gets knocked, no shit. And Eric Rowan comes in and, like alien face hugs fucking AJ Styles. And, like, lifts him up and chokeslams him. And all of a sudden, the ref is like, I think I'm okay now. Oh, wait, there's a pin going on. 1, 2, 3, Daniel Bryan retains.
And then he picks up AJ Styles so that Daniel Bryan can do the running knee.
Yep. So, fast forward 2 days, 2 nights, and fucking...
So Craven saw it.
Oh, I saw it. Oh my god. So, everybody's used to Daniel Bryan basically being a tree hugger. It's fine. It's totally fine. I get it, you're pushing the fact that you're a vegan. That's fine. But proceeding to throw out the fancy, awesome black belt and picking up this cardboard like woven mat ass sack of shit, cardboard ass 2-year-old fucking citizen arts and crafts stores. Fucking belt.
Calm down. Put the gun down, man. Shit, man, go for his life. Fuck.
Stupid.
This fucking man. This man spit roasted his ass, man. Fuck.
I'm so mad. Oh,
Wow.
so
Our
My-
truth thing was
My
what,
dude is
okay.
mad. He needs a fucking whiskey and a Xanax, dude.
It's so dumb. Like, it has fucking pebbles in it. And not even fruity pebbles. Not even John Cena wants this belt now. Fucking Christ. I'm in tears.
Woo!
There's some good shit, man. There's some powerfully good shit.
Oh, Rob,
It's just before the other match that we have to go through now.
Fucking Christ.
David, you okay?
So here's the thing. I like that Daniel Bryan, like, the actual guy, like Bryan Danielson, is self-aware enough that he's like, what can I do to get genuine go-away X-Pac heat? Well, I'm a vegan. Nobody likes vegans. I will pull a CM Punk. Basically, with the straight edge society thing, my way of life is the best way of life, and I will shit on the crowd for not being part of it.
I'm okay.
And he does that to the belt, which causes Craven to have a goddamn aneurysm. And also, he's recruiting former Wyatt family members and also, like, Bludgeon Brothers? I guess that fucking shtick is dead.
So, okay, about that. I asked Lady Fortune, I'm like, wait, what the fuck about the Bludgeon Brothers? Like, what the fuck's going on? Luke Harper went in for wrist surgery not too long ago.
Okay.
Ron was also injured too, but then I guess Ron came back quickly.
Luke Harper
Yeah.
over here with a severe case of Waker's cramp.
Basically.
Yep.
So
So that's
okay.
my whole thing.
On to the next match. I'm not introducing it because I have a job to do. But we're all going to say the exact same thing.
Actually, wait, I took the World Championship. Yeah, Medieval
Here, this is you because I got my job to do.
Massacre. Take this.
This is the Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar, versus normal, everyday, smiley dude, Finn Balor.
Yep. So the second I saw like the backstage like glimpse at Finn Balor, and I saw like normal face, I'm like, there's no way in fuck he's finishing his makeup in time. And then he comes out normal. I'm like, and he's losing.
He's a dead man.
He's dead.
Dead
He
man
is
walking.
dead. He's
And
100%
yeah, he did most of
fucker.
the offense in this match.
No, it happened exactly how it was going to happen, and exactly how it probably should have happened to make Finn Balor not look like total fucking meat. Finn Balor came out of the gate swinging, and then instantly got crushed. Not instantly, but instantly.
He did something that no one's ever done to Brock Lesnar. He attacked him right in the diverticulitis.
Yeah, because people know that Brock Lesnar had whatever the fuck that word was.
Diverticulitis.
That. Or, you know, thrusting pains, as I'm going to call it, because that was right near the groin.
He has owies in his stomach.
Yeah, his, like, lower stomach.
Which I actually thought was
Hip.
cool for two reasons. Number one, the David Teganini.
Yeah.
And number two, the coup de grace hits the midsection.
Yeah. So, when I mentioned there's a certain scoochie part later in the card that happens that's so much worse than Sheamus' spot, this one.
Yeah.
You see, Brock Lesnar moves like 2.5 feet. And I'm just like,
Like, you can almost hear, like, on the ring, just...
I was about to say like some squeegee ass noise. Because Brock Lesnar sweats like a son of a bitch. Just
Yeah, but basically, nobody fooled anybody on this one. Fucking mild-mannered reporter Finn Balor was not about to fucking beat Brock Lesnar.
no. I like the fact that it ended by submission instead of just F5 Central.
Yeah, the Kimura lock. We haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, we haven't seen it ending a match in a long time.
Yeah?
We've seen it not too long ago. Because he's done it against Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
But, like, so to me, I'm like, okay, that's nicer for a change. But it still doesn't help the fact that it's a part-time champion.
Which, yeah...
Yep.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yep. So,
But before you do that, I activate my trap card.
oh boy.
Special guest commentators. When I play this card, it allows me to substitute one of my monsters for Jerry the King Lawler. And the other one for a cock and a cowboy hat. He's got incredibly high defense points. That's what allows him to bully commentators and still get his job back.
You actually showed up for this last match?
Yeah,
Yeah.
JBL was one of the guest commentators.
I did not notice. I did not care.
Yeah, nobody does.
So, the last match, if you want to call it a match, is it really a match?
It's a match.
It was-
It's the 30-man Royal Rumble match for a World Championship match at WrestleMania 35. Now, of course, there are 30 individuals.
Hold off on number 30.
There are 29 wink individuals. So some of you might be wondering, wait, John Cena. Yep, I said that right because of entry number 2. John Cena is supposed to be in this match, but he's hurt. Yep, because they decided to give that spot to Braun Strowman. Which my initial thought was, oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's worse?
I'm like, please no. But I'm like, I wouldn't care if it is, because that could finally give Braun Strowman the spot against Lesnar and finally get rip the fucking title off of Lesnar, and it would have been great to do it at WrestleMania. Yada yada yada.
And we'll get to that in a second, because I have something to say about Braun's introduction into the match.
Is this before I list off people or after?
After. Way after.
Cool. So, 29 of the entrants are Elias, Jeff Jarrett, Shinsuke Nakamura, Kurt Angle, Big E, Johnny Gargano, Wink, Jinder Mahal, Samoa Joe, Kurt Hawkins, Seth Rollins, Titus O'Neil, Kofi Kingston, Mustafa Ali, Dean Ambrose, No Way Jose, Drew McIntyre, Xavier Woods, Pete Dunne, Andrade, Apollo Crews, Aleister Black, Shelton Benjamin. I can't actually do it. Fuck. Baron Corbin, Jeff Hardy, Rey Mysterio, Bobby Lashley, Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Randy Orton.
Marchers. But, yeah, we'll get to that.
So, Elias comes out and does what Elias does best. Starts to fuck with the crowd via guitar.
The match hasn't started yet.
Match hasn't started yet, thank God. And Jeff Jarrett comes out.
Excuse me, Craven.
Sup?
You were talking about
No,
J-E-double-F.
Shut up.
J-A-R-R-E-double-T.
Okay, there's somebody else I think would have taken a better spot.
Who?
Honky Tonk Man. He's not dead.
That's what you have to say. He's not dead.
I thought he was, so I actually Googled it at that point. And I realized he's not dead. So he could have showed up.
To be fair, I kind of thinking he would be the more stray, but no.
So, yeah, Jeff Jarrett shows up, and they go on a little talking back and forth spree.
Match hasn't started yet.
To which I piped up to Lady Fortune. I'm like, I hope the fuck this doesn't count towards their timer. And 30 seconds later, the match has just started. I'm like, thank God. Because the last thing I needed to hear is by the entrance number 5, they're like, Elias and Jeff have been in the match for 20 minutes.
And he clocks Jeff Jarrett across the back with a guitar.
Yep, which ruined what would have been a great spot. Because I told Lady Fortune this, because, her and I were Skyping. I've mentioned this several times. If Elias just did a quick-ass elimination of Jeff Jarrett, faster than he actually did, and just sat back down and picked up his guitar and said that basically, and as I was saying, and then 3, 2, 1, buzz, and then just Elias gets more pissed.
I would really love it if he started playing Another One Bites the Dust.
Right. Just if he picked up his guitar and started doing something again, and then another entrance cuts him off. It would have been so good. It would have worked with his character. It would have worked with everything.
Yeah.
A little bit, except for the fact that he's supposed to be a babyface, but that's
yeah, he's a babyface compared to who he's been facing for the last month and a half.
But no, he's not a babyface anymore. Thank you, because he had to rehire Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett listed under free agent. I mean, yeah, that's one way of saying it. Old fucker.
Old fucker's having a match on Raw.
So entrance number 3, Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura.
Yeah,
newly crowned U.S. title.
Newly crowned U.S. title.
I see a long title reign in that man's future.
Said no one ever.
Finally, number 4 is Kurt the Star Spangled Angle.
Craven?
Who got a crowd pop because it's Kurt Angle and everybody just cares about his theme song.
Mm-hmm.
I heard his theme start and I'm like, fucking really? I was pissed off that he showed up. I'm happy as fuck he only lasted 3 minutes and 15 seconds. He should have lasted 1 second, been type of Santino, and nobody fucking left him alone.
Why do you hate Kurt Angle?
Craven hated the old timers that showed up this match, so he hated Angle and Jarrett.
Oh, you have no problem with Kurt fucking Hawkins?
No, I don't. Kurt Hawkins is great. I love him. He's an adorable puppy.
Kurt Hawkins has an elimination.
In a puppy. Biggie. I know, Biggie. Biggie.
Biggie doesn't have an elimination in this match.
Nope.
Hawkins has one.
Yep. Salty bitch. So Biggie comes in and fucking, stuffs people's faces with pancakes from his trousers.
Yeah.
Jag. I'm just gonna say, it's been over a year with the pancake gimmick. Why is it still a thing? And why is it still so popular? Why?
It's less about the pancakes themselves and more about the fact that the New Day are so fucking funny. And they can get anything over. It's kind of like the list with Chris Jericho. It was less about the list and more about how
comedy.
Jericho used it.
Right. So, anyway, entry number 6, Johnny Gargano, the newly crowned North American champion, who, if you guys remember, when we were doing Book It, I was debating on him. So I was happy as fuck when I heard his music start.
I squeed.
But too bad he wasn't
I'm
entry number 17. He should have been entry number 17.
To be fair, you didn't know until I had to tell you that Candice LeRae was
Yeah.
his.
And then I instantly said they should have been the same spot. It would have been great.
Yeah.
He did pretty good in this match. Got an elimination. Who was that? We'll find out later.
We'll find out way later on in this match. By the way, entry
30
number 7,
seconds later.
Jinder Mahal.
Jinder Mahal, who lasted a good old 30 seconds.
Jinder Mahal, by the way, a former WWE champion, did not get any eliminations. Kurt Hawkins, one elimination. Just saying. Moving on.
Yeah. Jinder Mahal comes in 30 seconds and gets eliminated by Johnny Gargano. Yay!
Yay!
Yeah, pretty much. That's
I mentioned to Fortune, and I'm like, I just hope Johnny Gargano eliminates somebody, and not like a shit somebody, like a decent somebody. Just to give him that extra bit of like, hey, look, I did this, similar to like when Bo Dallas showed up and eliminated the Intercontinental Champion at the time, Wade Barrett. That type of thing.
Yeah.
Would have been great, and he does it by eliminating the ex-WWE champion. Goody. Entry number 8.
Samoa Joe.
He actually hates
trombone. Yeah.
He actually hates his theme song too, which is amazing.
Dog, I hate his theme song too.
So do I.
It's literally a fat person trombone.
True, tuba, but okay.
Whatever.
Which I had to squeeze the fact that the ring
Comes
was
in.
full of NXT guys
Yeah.
at the point.
Yeah, Elias, Shinsuke, Big E, Gargano.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was super cool. And then Samoa Joe, another NXT guy. Super cool. And he did exactly what we thought he was going to do, just floor everybody for a bit, and then everybody try to take him down, and they don't actually take him down because it's Samoa Joe, you dumb shit. You don't do that.
And then he eliminated Big E.
Yep.
And I remember saying at that point, because it was Joe, Gargano, Kurt, and Shinsuke. No, sorry, Kurt was gone.
No.
Joe, Gargano, Shinsuke, and
Elias.
And I remember saying to my family, other than Elias, I've seen all 3 of these guys live.
Yep.
Yep.
And I will say this, and still to this day, we saw the best NXT tag team match so far.
Yes.
100%. One of the best.
That 2 out of 3 falls match was fantastic.
Yeah. So entry number 9. I wish I picked him. Just to like a Mojo Rawley scenario.
That would have been a Mojo Rawley scenario. Which, by the way, man, he's getting set to return.
Yep.
So Kurt Hawkins comes in as entry number 9, lasting 4 minutes
Before being eaten by Joe.
And he does, he comes into the ring, smacks somebody, leaves, comes back into the ring, smacks somebody, leaves, comes in the ring, hits somebody, leaves, and hides under the ring for a second.
Not for a second, because
for a hot minute. And then entry number 10.
Entry number 10.
Frickin' Rollins.
Yep.
The Iron Man of the match, as well as, for what we'll see.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Who, like, did great work of, like, clearing everybody out for a bit. Like, he just gave everybody space, knocked everybody down, came in fucking swinging. And then entry number 11, Titus O'Fucking-Neil, who did a great little spot by, like, running down to the ring and, like, skidding to a stop and be like, no, I'm not doing that again.
He prayed that he wouldn't make a mistake.
Yeah, he prayed and then ran and then stopped. And then Kurt Hawkins peeks his head out. It's like, "Hey, buddy." To which Titus O'Neil grabs him, puts him back in the ring, gets in himself, and Kurt Hawkins eliminates Titus O'Neil, and I'm dying of hysterical laughter. Fuck you, Massacre. Like, he has a win in my books.
Oh my god, why does this fucking dick have an elimination?
Because it's great.
This fucking joke.
But then literally seconds later, Samoa Joe eliminates Kurt Hawkins.
Yep.
Good.
And then entry number 12, Kofi Kingston. What crazy shit's he gonna do this time? Guess what? It's more than one thing, and one of them was not planned.
Yeah, and was a botch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we see how well that worked.
So, first off, this is Kofi's 12th Royal Rumble that he's entered. He entered in at number 12.
Yep.
And he was the 12th person eliminated.
Ta-da! Foreshadowing, Kofi did not win.
Kofi never.
And he was the highlight of the Royal Rumble.
Yep. So he comes in, and what was his initial saving grace moment?
Oh, he was thrown out of the ring and had his leg in the air.
Right.
But the problem is, both his feet hit the fucking ground.
Yeah.
Very clearly.
Wasn't it the second one, not the first?
Yeah, the second one, both of you hit the ground clearly. The first one, he's doing a handstand with one foot on the air, one foot on the apron, and he does this twirliness to get himself to the staircase.
Let's go. Need to think about this for a second.
I really think it was the first time. Because the second time was with Xavier Woods, and they just kind of botched the spot a little bit, but he kept his leg in the air. And then they did a crazy Code Red situation. But no, the first time was on the side of the ring. The second time was facing the ramp.
Yeah.
The side of the ring, that's when his feet hit the ground, because they straight up fucking clocked the ground.
Okay, fair enough.
And they were just like, no, Kofi's feet are in the air. And I was like, are we just going to forget that there are people live at the arena? Cool.
You're probably not paying attention.
That's fine. Entrant number 13. Mustafa Ali.
Who does, honestly, one of the best, showcases in the entire match.
Honestly, they are pushing Ali so much. He lasts the second longest in the match compared to Seth at 30 minutes exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And gets two eliminations.
Yep. One of which being Poetic Justice. One of which was Poetic Justice, and I was happy as fuck that he eliminated Samoa Joe.
So it's funny that I mentioned we have seen some of these men live. Because the two men in the main event of NXT TakeOver Toronto were both eliminated by Mustafa Ali.
Yep.
Samoa Joe and Shinsuke Nakamura.
And then entry number 14, cue the
siren.
the disaster siren, to which made me go, what?
And then he
then
came
the
out.
driving noise, which, by the way, that's the noise of him driving away from WWE.
In a few months.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose.
I still want to love Dean. I still really want to love Dean. I just can't anymore.
I'm bored by him.
But is it really his fault?
Like, I love like the black jeans and the chain, just because I like that aesthetic. But everything, like, if he went back to his original Dirty Deeds, that would have been better as well.
I think it would have fit this gimmick a little bit more.
Yeah, like, you know, he switches back to his old...
His double arm DDT's dog shit.
Yeah. You know, so... He comes in, does what Dean Ambrose does.
Takes out Gargano.
Takes out Gargano. Fuck.
Well, guys, we're all in a pretty shitty mood.
And gets eliminated by...
Wait, hold on.
Futures.
We're
number
in a
15.
shitty mood. We need to get into a better mood. With a
what
conga
better
line.
way to do it? Yep, conga line. And I got pissed off at this so much.
Why?
Oh, I'll get there. So, you know, we all hear No Way Jose's music. We're all happy, joy, fun time, yays. No Way Jose gets into the bottom rope and instantly clotheslined right back out by Samoa Joe, and somehow it's 2 seconds. It's not 2 seconds, it's 1 second, you dumb fucks. They're really kayfabing the fuck out of that 1 second with Santino. And it drives me wild.
Especially considering I watch a YouTube channel called WWE Sins.
Yep.
And
My eyes twitching already, fucking Christ.
and the guy who runs that, Christian Miracle, has
Shut up.
already slowed down the footage of Santino's elimination, and it's 2 seconds, not 1.
Uh-huh.
Because what counts is when your 2 feet hit the mat from the time
Yep.
your 2 feet hit the floor.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe he said like the Warlord's record is still not broken.
Nice.
In theory, but at the same time, no one really remembers the Warlord, so that's why they're pushing Santino so much.
Kayfabe.
And then number 16 is my pick.
And mine.
Yours?
And
Both of yours?
Craven's, but mostly mine.
Oh, sure.
And
Wow.
mine.
And my axe. It's Drew McIntyre.
Who came in over halfway through the match. So I'm like, okay, things are looking good. You know, Drew McIntyre. He Claymore kicks 2 people right off the fucking bat.
Yeah, he does.
What was it? Wasn't it Seth and Dean that he just Claymores the fuck out of?
I think so, yeah.
Or was it like Mustafa Ali and somebody else? I don't
One of them
remember.
was
But
Dean. I know one of them was Dean.
yeah, but he just Claymore kicks the fuck out of 2 people, and I'm just like, yes.
You also beat up No Way Jose on the way in, but...
Yep. Because, you know, fuck No Way Jose. And he also beats up the 2 other people that are dressed in wrestling attire, because, you know, wink.
Yeah.
And then, number 17, Xavier Woods.
Xavier Woods coming in, and Kofi said flying at this point, to which Xavier Woods catches him.
Somehow, and does this weird piggyback-esque thing, which I'm like, the fuck is you?
They're doing like a halfway code red. And I'm like, you guys really could just, like, maneuver your bodies better.
Yeah.
But then they both get in the ring, and then Drew McIntyre proceeds to eliminate fucking
Both of them.
everybody. Like, all of the New Day.
Yep.
Well, no, actually,
Remaining New
Big
Day.
E, yeah, Big E was out of the match at that point.
Oh, yeah. So then, entry number 18, Pete Dunne, the NXT UK champion, who comes in and does what he does best. bruises the fuck out of people.
That fucking limb cracking shit he does, like with the fingers.
Yeah, that looked. There was a great spot with that with somebody else later on. We'll get to that.
Oh yeah, shit. I'm just seeing what you're talking about.
Yeah, but he comes in and he's just headbutting everybody, beating the shit out of everybody. And entry number 19, Andrade.
His main roster Rumble entry.
Yay, Andrade.
I'm so glad that they've killed his name like they have with most of the people that came from NXT.
And the thing is, he eliminates somebody later on, and I'm just like, why? Entry number 20, Apollo Crews.
Oh.
Who cares?
Yeah,
Like, seriously,
on to the most important entry in this Rumble.
Yep.
Craven's wildcard
Entry number 21, Aleister Black. I fucking called it.
Yeah, who was my surprise entry again?
Let me...
Adam Cole.
Oh, Adam Cole. Yeah, so
Yeah.
yours is the only one that actually shows up.
Yep.
Yep.
And no bonus point.
No bonus points because he didn't win.
Nope.
Not all of us can beat fucking Lady Fortune.
So, anyways, Aleister Black comes in and does great things, does a black mass, which is great. And then Pete Dunne does the finger thing that Lady Fortune was talking about, where he takes, like, your pointer finger and your ring finger and essentially just, like, makes them do a splits.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which, ouchie.
Mm-hmm. But then Black did something even more.
Black, being the cynical, crazy fucknut that he is literally, like, staring down Pete Dunne as he's getting back up, and, like, takes his finger and pops it back in. And I'm just like, you gruesome shithole, that was great, but oh my god.
Now, I would like to tell a little fun story of the very first time Craven Gaming saw a Aleister Black match.
Okay.
This was when me, you, Lady Fortune, and a mutual friend of ours went to an NXT live show.
Yes, this is the first time I saw him in person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I remember you asking me what his finishing move was.
Yeah.
And I just said, it's called Black Mass.
Wait for it.
You'll know it when you see it.
Yeah,
and
you'll
he would
wait.
do a move, and you'd be like, was that it? I'm like, you'll know it when you see it. He does like a high knee strike. Was that it? Craig, you will know when you see it. Then finally, Black Mass shaves like a layer of skin off the guy's face, and I remember you just looking at me going, that was it. And I'm like, yup.
Well, because he also did the lead up that he does too. Because like, if he just did it, I would be like, okay, that was one hell of a heel kick. But if it's the fact he brought him up with his feet and then did it, I'm like, okay, it had a lead up.
That was definitely it.
That's it.
I believe too that was Velveteen Dream.
Velveteen Dream.
Facing.
Yep.
Fi-
Velveteen Dream.
Facing.
That's the second time we've been in sync in this recording session.
Next up, we've got Shelton Benjamin. He's going to do some flippy shit, but then not actually do much more.
So, it was funny because if any of you know NXT the way I don't, there's somebody who tends to work in shadow matches or dark matches, whatever you want to call them. Her name is Maya Yim. She was in the Mae Young Classic. Shelton Benjamin's been hanging out a lot with her. I don't know if they're actually a couple or not, but who knows. So that's why you haven't seen him do shit all, because he's busy just fucking around with her. Maybe literally. I don't blame him. She is a babe. Entry number 23, Baron Corbin. Who eliminates my fucking dark pick and Apollo Crews.
Hey, to be fair, your dark pick eliminated Dean Ambrose.
Jesus Christ, look at the set on her.
Yeah, she's great.
I mean, yeah, no, she's probably a great wrestler too, but like...
Yeah, you should see her back when she dressed like a cheerleader.
Oh, God, I want to.
I'll link you later. I'll link you later.
Guys?
That is some powerful biceps.
Back to the match, guys.
Good old pecs. Baron Corbin comes in, wrecks a little bit of house by eliminating 2 people, and to which I started losing all my hope. Actually, no. I started losing my hope when I saw Aleister Black and Drew McIntyre have a little show-off. I'm like, oh no, please. Don't have pick 1, eliminate pick 2.
So, have you talked about Jeff Hardy yet?
No, we're just about to. Jeff Hardy comes in.
So this was my mom's pick to win the Royal Rumble.
I would have been fine with that.
I would have been fine with it, but I'm like, it's not happening.
No, it's not happening. Like, there are a lot of people in this 30-person list that I would have been fine with. I would have been fine with Elias winning, because that would have been neat for a change. I would have been fine with Samoa Joe. I would have been fine with Kurt Hawkins.
God damn it.
To be fair, in this men's Royal Rumble match, there were only 3 past Royal Rumble winners. Well, 4-ish, if you're counting that as a canon win. Alright. But, yeah. Everyone had, like, anyone could have won this Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
And be first one.
So I love the fact that Jeff Hardy got eliminated by 2 people, as if the first person in that list couldn't do it himself. Entry number 25, Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
And he actually got a crowd pop this time because people actually thought he was going to show up.
People knew he was going to show up.
Rey Mysterio gets 1 elimination. It's an interesting one. More on that at 11.
Yep. Bobby Lashley shows up and gets 13 hot seconds of screen time before getting fuckered out of the ring by Seth Rollins. Thank
But
God.
that was to set up Seth Rollins' sleep time.
Thank God.
Yeah, Bobby Lashley gets all pissed off and does a post-elimination assault and puts him through a table.
Yep. Good night, Seth. You're not eliminated, but good night.
We couldn't
Entry
get
number
through
20.
a pay-per-view without the destruction of the Spanish announce table.
It wasn't the Spanish announce table, it was the English.
Oh.
Yeah. Entry number 27, Braun Strowman.
Or
Berg,
John
it's
Cena, but
Braun Strowman.
Born Strongman. Or Braun Strongman. Whichever way you want to look at it. Either way it works.
5 eliminations.
5 eliminations. Including Baron Corbin, Shelton Benjamin. Excuse
Jesus
me.
Christ.
Whoa.
Fuck.
Andrade.
Andrade. And somebody else that happens. Half of Jeff Hardy. And somebody else that
Jeff
comes in
Hardy.
somebody else who comes in at number 28, Dolph Ziggler, who gets eliminated by Braun Strowman eventually.
So,
Oh yeah,
After-
Massacre.
so here's the thing
Massacre.
with Dolph Ziggler.
Oh boy.
He was in an interview like 2 days prior
Uh-huh.
where he was like, I'm taking a hiatus from WWE at the moment. You know, I'm really focusing on my stand-up comedy career.
What?
And, you know, just right now I'm on
Yeah.
a hiatus from WWE. They literally saw him roll up to the fucking Royal Rumble building in his gear. And I'm like, number 1, who the fuck are you kidding? Number 2, why do you think you're a surprise entrant ever? It's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, Dolph Ziggler, he could win it. Braun Strowman is still in the ring, fuckbean.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Ziggler did kind of help take out you guys' pick. He was the reason why McIntyre lost.
Yeah. 3 times.
We're too good at this shit, man. Number 29 hears voices in his head.
And gets eliminated.
He gets a limit of what now? Hello? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Medieval Massacre only hour, where I get to
What's
figure out if my internet has crashed.
Huh?
Okay.
Huh?
Hey, we're back!
Okay, hello. Okay, so okay, before we get to number 30,
Hold up. I just finished announcing number 29. Everything after that was not heard.
God damn it.
Okay. So entry number 29, Randy Orton gets eliminated by fucking Andrade.
He does.
Andrade.
Yeah?
Seriously.
But then he has an important moment to do because Craven, you're waiting for something to happen, and you had
because I had this spoiled for me. Yeah.
But you're wondering when it's going to happen, and
Yeah. Yeah.
Number
before we get
30.
to that moment, before we get to that moment, I would like to say that at first, considering that we thought that Becky Lynch's Royal Rumble win would be the highlight of the night, it would not be overshadowed like Asuka was. Fuck, did I know? So, number 30 is our Shus, who...
People in the house, what's up? If you feel me, I'll tell you who feels you.
Nia fucking Jax.
Nia fucking Jax.
Comes out like a bat out of hell and beats the shit out of our truth.
And then, without
Throws her way in the ring.
asking Finley, enters herself into the match.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to ask Finley on that one.
Yeah, like Finley did not give the A-OK. So I found it funny because like the second she steps foot in the ring, you literally see all the guys that are in there go, "What?" Like we can't do this.
And then she finally eliminates Mustafa Ali.
Yeah, because Mustafa Ali's like, "I'll hit you." Yeah, oh god, no.
But then who is slithering like a slimy little cuck behind her and not afraid to punch a woman straight in the face?
He punched another woman before.
He's done it before.
It's a dude, Mr. Randall Keith.
Randall Keith Orton.
With the
RKO's Nia Jax.
Then Dolph Ziggler with the super kick.
Yep.
We finish it
And
up.
Rey Mysterio with a 619.
And then Rey Mysterio eliminates Nia Jax. This is men being allowed in WWE to hit moves on a woman.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Following this, Nia Jax attacks current Intercontinental Champion Dean Ambrose.
No.
Nope, that was wrong.
Lashley's champion.
What?
A, Bobby Lashley was champion. B, it was on Raw, and yeah, she basically threw Dean Ambrose out of the ring.
Yeah. She attacked Dean Ambrose from behind when he was exiting the ring. Is he not the Intercontinental Champion?
No, Lashley is.
Oh yeah, Lashley is the fucking champion, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Surprise, right? You remember why the match wasn't on this fucking card anymore?
Okay, so after that really far out moment of Nia Jax, Strowman wakes up because he was taken out before.
Yep.
And decides to remind everyone that he's still in the match.
Yeah, and fucking genocides half the people.
Yeah.
He also wakes up Rollins.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, so Rollins starts to stir on the outside, and Braun Strowman literally just looks over like, oh yeah, you're still a thing. Gets out and like just choo-choo trains right over him. And just and throws him back in the ring. I'm like, there you go. Smart puppy.
Eliminates Dolph Ziggler, eliminates Andrade.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Baron Corbin, Shelton Benjamin, and the other half of Jeff Hardy.
Wow. So now it's down to Strowman and Rollins.
Yep. Yep.
We all knew where this was going.
I mean, wasn't it like a curb stomp on the lower, like on the bottom rope?
No, not on the bottom rope. On the on the apron.
I still thought that was a really cool spot to end it on.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great finish.
Mm-hmm.
It was an amazing finish. Great way to do it. They didn't John Cena Batista it. They didn't do the cliche, I'm going to run at you because I'm the bigger guy and you're going to tuck the rope down and make me fall over. Which is what I thought was going to happen originally, and I'm happy it didn't. And Seth Rollins wins the Rumble. So not only did fucking Lady Fortune predict the women's Rumble right, she predicted the fucking men's.
Hey, to be fair, at least my wild card didn't show up.
You and your Asian Lady Fortune shit gotta like start calming the fuck up.
Wow, Kraven with assault.
Damn right, you've been holding this title for fucking way too long.
I'm sorry, but she deserves this title defense, man.
She deserves this one, yes. Okay, by getting both of these right and whatever. That one's fine. But my God, the amount of times we've tied and it's
You know what that means? It means that when we finally crown a women's tag team champion at the Elimination Chamber, we got a
which is the next pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
Which, of course, the Raw women have to qualify for. And the SmackDown women just get to declare that they're in the fucking event.
Yep.
Yep.
Hey, Mandy Rose, why don't you take a short drop and a sudden stop? Now, everybody, in the comments section, I don't actually want Mandy Rose to die. I just want her to fuck off.
Yeah, tell that to Corey Graves.
So there are 4 out of 6 people, or 6 teams announced for the Tag Team Elimination Chamber match for the Women's Tag Team Championship, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Which is Nia Jackson Tamina, called it. Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, no shit. The Riot Squad being Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan, not even Ruby Riot.
No, Ruby wouldn't be part of it. Like, Liv and Sarah would be the tag team champions. Ruby would be the actual champion. The Iconics.
And of course, yeah, those two.
So we're just missing 2 teams.
Out of all those people, I really want it to be the Riot Squad.
Out of those 4 sets, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to say that the next 2 pairs are Sasha and Bayley.
Yes.
And
I honestly feel like it's going to be like Natalia and somebody. Or it's going to be... Hold on. Yeah, we have 2 from...
Natalia and Dana Brooke tag team, but then they were eliminated. They were sacrificed to Riot Squad. They're the reason why the Riot Squad are in the chamber.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then... I
don't know exactly who the... I think the final one should be a SmackDown team, I think.
No, there's two teams left, so it could be one of each. There's 2.
Yeah.
Well, no, because Nia Jax and Tamina are from Raw.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mandy and Sonya are from Raw.
The Iconics, I think, are also from Raw.
SmackDown.
They're SmackDown?
Yeah.
SmackDown.
And Mandy Rose and Sonya are SmackDown.
So Sasha Banks and Bayley, that's Raw.
Yep.
You need a SmackDown team.
Hold on.
So Naomi and who? Lana?
I would say Naomi and Asuka, but
That ain't happening.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
I don't want to see this Smack. Oh, no, hold on. It's a roster. Why?
What?
Okay, so if I go SmackDown Live. So, obviously, Asuka and Becky Lynch are doing their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
We've
You have
got...
Asuka, Becky, Billie Kay, Carmella, Charlotte Flair, Lana, Mandy Rose, Naomi, Peyton Royce, Sonya Deville, and Zelina Vega. So what, Naomi and Charlotte?
Naomi and Carmella, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or Zelina.
Or
No.
Zelina.
No, I was going to say, unless they wanted to like, give Becky something, but I'm like, no, Becky got this good thing going for her.
Yeah.
This goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte and Carmella?
Charlotte and Zelina? Both of them are technically heels.
But at the same time, it feels like Charlotte might be clawing her way into a certain match. Yet again. what that's what I'm feeling like.
But this conversation could take all night.
Yep.
And this
We don't
is
have all
already
night.
like almost a 2.5 hour video.
Oh dear.
So,
And we didn't talk about NXT.
and I'm pretty sure Craven has to go to bed.
Yep.
Okay, so let's end it.
So, that is the show. Jesus Christ, it was a long one.
Yeah, it was.
But other than the, like, one of the kickoff matches, it was a really good event.
Yeah.
It was a solid 7 hours.
I highly recommend you guys check out the Royal Rumble, which could be found, of course, on WWE's network.
Yeah.
You know, you can get the DVDs at your local Walmart.
Yep.
But until next time, when the chamber doors close, the show is over. The next one we're looking forward to.
We will hopefully have a recording for it.
And we will take down Lady Fortune!
Yes.
Bring it!